Mm, mm, mm. Now, yo, this not a poem. This seminar. This not entertainment. This is entertainment for all my people in the trenches, the concrete jungles, the forgotten boroughs, the places they don't show you up on the news. They want you to think that God's work is something that happens in a stained glass window, that is some far off mystical thing. But I'm here to tell you that God's work is right here in your hands and your mind. It's in the garden and it's time to pull the weeds. The teacher is now in session. Listen poetically. Let me take her to school. Now the sirens sings a lullaby of the streets despair. Another mother's crying, breathing poison in the air. They got our babies on the corner. They ain't playing tag. They caught up in a system that's designed to see them lag. The schools are like a poison. The prison is getting filled with brilliant minds and artists whose potential has been killed by the weeds in the gardens, the ones that choke the light, the ones that tell a youth that wrong is somehow right. The dealers and the liars, the corporate sponsored thieves, the one that sells the poison, then say God bless and leave. They talking about war on drugs. A war on crime is true, but the war is on your mind and the target. Excuse me, hold up. But the war is on your mind and the target kid is you. Now, they want you weak and broken, addicted to the pain. So you never look up, you never break the chain, but the sun still rises. And the seeds are in the ground and in your mind. And the truth when you speak it is the most powerful sound. So we're doing God's work, but not for the applause. We're doing it for the future, for a universal cause. To plant the seed of knowledge where ignorance has grown. To build a stronger temple, a temple of our own. This is God's work, with the hammer and the nail. To rebuild the foundations where all the systems fail. This is God's work, and it's not about a book or creed. It's about the love and the action, the fulfilling of a need. Now let me break it down for you. Let me edutain your mind. You get that? Edu for education and teen is for the entertainment. I took the enter out, combined the other two. Now you have edutainment. You gotta know your history to leave the lies behind. They gave us fast food, fast cars, fast cheap thrills to keep us running in a circle while they counting up their bills. They gentrified the block, then called the cops on us. They built the pipelines to the prison on that racist bus. They tell you pull yourself up by your bootstraps. What a lie. When they the ones who stole your boots and left you out to dry. See, The weeds in the garden, they have some deep old roots. They watered by the media, that bears the bitter fruit, of the vision and the hatred, of the fear and mistrust. They turning brother against brother, till our dreams all turn to dust. But knowledge is the water that can make a flower grow. It's the light that kills the darkness. Every single seed we sow. It's a victory against them. Reclamation of our space. It's a testament to the power of the entire human race. Now, you see, they want to keep you in a box of race, a box of religion, a box of politics. Now they want you to think your God is at war with my God, that your truth is at war with my truth. But I'm here to tell you, the Most High, the Creator, the universe, whatever name you use, that force doesn't live in the box. That force lives in the spark of a new idea. It lives in the courage of a young woman standing up for her rights. It lives in the hands of a father teaching his son how to be a man of integrity. That's the temple, that's the mosque, that's the church. It's not a building, it's a consciousness. So when you're rain in the garden, you not just planting flowers, cultivating consciousness, building a new world from the inside out. Now let's get back to work, and let me show you this Malik Ali God's work. So we reign in the garden with every book we read, with every business that we building, every mouth we feed, with every other that we listen to, and every child that we teach. We putting power back within our damn reach. We taking back the narrative. We writing our own page. We turning all our righteous anger to a brand new golden age. We're the architects of the freedom, the builders of the new, the doctors and the lawyers, the teachers, and me and you. We're the farmers of the future, we're the fellas of the soil. We're breaking curses with our sweat and with honest toil. And for every weed that we pull, another flower starts to bloom. Another mind is liberated from the darkness and the gloom. So let them have the propaganda. Let them have the empty words. Hold on. I feel like I was there. Achoo! Achoo! Alhamdulillah, bless me. Hold on. We building something real right here. Our actions will be heard. From Embody to Puerto Rico, all over the world. Yo, even in Hawaii, white we tuning in. From the ghetto to the hood, from the hood to Upper East Side, West Side, all places, suburbs, luxury. No matter where you stay, know you're listening. United in the struggle for the universal good. I told you this for all people, all walks of life. No, as long as you wanna do good. So we doing God's work, but not for the applause. We doing it for the future, for a universal cause, to plant the seed of knowledge where ignorance has grown, to build a stronger temple, a temple of our own. This is God's work with the hammer and a nail to rebuild the foundation when all the systems fail. Now, this is God's work. It's not about a book or a creed. It's about the love in action, the fulfilling of a need. I see my Christian sister fighting for the homeless and the poor. I see my Muslim brother open up his door to the refugee and the stranger and the prisoner. With no questions, no fears. I see my Jewish brother marching, wiping away the tears. I'm not talking about the Zionist oppressors now, of the ones who are oppressed, no matter who they are. Hold up. You can't hit me with that anti-Semitic, cause I know the math. Cause when you say a Semitic, that means I have, and that's the all the people from the area, the Muslims too. Cause all you gotta do the math from Abraham, and then you have Hagar and Sarah. Now both of them came from Abraham, so therefore what that means that all of them are Semites, not just one clan. Now let me put you back to work. I see the Buddhist monk in silence, healing every single scar with the love that's universal, compassion that's profound. I know you said I was prolific. This is the army that we building on this sacred battleground. Now, it's not about your holy book or your prophet or your saint. It's about the masterpiece of kindness that your every action paints. It's the empathy that connects us, the love that makes us one, the work that we must all do till the time on earth is done. So call it what you want to, call it God, call it fate, but the power to create is a better world, and it's on our plate. So we can't afford to waste it, we can't afford to wait. We gotta seize the moment now before it gets too late. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna sit there and complain about the weeds? Are you gonna curse the darkness? Or are you gonna be the gardener? Are you gonna be a light to my young brothers and sisters in the trenches? I'm talking directly to you. The phone in your hand is a weapon, but not for violence. It's a weapon for knowledge. It's a tool for organization. It's a way to connect with your brothers and sisters across the globe. Use it to my elders. Your wisdom is the water that I got in need. Share it to everyone listening to the sound of my voice through these poems. Find your purpose. Find your corner of the garden and start working right now today. No more excuses. No more delays. I'm also talking to myself on that part. That time for talk is over. The time for action is now. Let's go. Hola. Malik Alim. I told you this guy's work. I told you only Allah can help me, right? But also Allah utilizing human beings. And it's like a puzzle and a masterpiece. You know, the student was asking questions, so the teacher had to school him. So check this out. This is God's work, yeah. This is our work. Come on. This is the people's work. This is hard work. That's right. This the hard work. This is that smart work. You know. Yo, this is the artwork forever. And this is how we start, and this is how we work on my poetry. That's right. Let's see who wanna make alliances and make this go to the. Let me not. But you know what I'm thinking about. Like Master P made millions of his back truck. He was the first to show the people to do the small businesses. Entrepreneur, he's still doing it. Like on cereal, on snacks, on movie, on film, all of that. And God's work, God's work.